Guaranteed to see some magazine covers you have never seen before. Let's check out some interesting sports magazine sales from October 2024. All right, we're going to start off with this issue from 1984. It is the Sporting News, and that is none other than Michael Jordan on the cover, the next Dr. J. Michael Jordan is ready to operate in the NBA. He's got his lab coat, he's got his stethoscope, checking the heartbeat, checking the pulse on the basketball. Pretty sweet cover. It's a subscription copy, sold on eBay for $39.99. From 2010, this is Kobe Bryant on the cover of Sports Illustrated China. This was a cover that was not released in the US. Sometimes SI China mirrored the same covers that were used on the American version. Sometimes they were totally original covers, such as this one. It's a CGC 8.0 copy, and it sold on eBay for $102.50. From 1985, The Heat is on. It's the first Sports Illustrated cover for Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, one of the greatest defensive baseball players of all time. This is his first cover with Sports Illustrated, and it sold raw on eBay for $92. From 1974, what do you know about the Rumble in the Jungle? That was George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, of course, coming up with the big upset. And this is a CGC 9.0 copy from 1974. This one sold on eBay for $431. From 1983, Maclean's Magazine, Canada's weekly news magazine. Gretzky's Magic, that's Wayne Gretzky, the great one. It's a CGC 9.2 copy, sold on eBay for $359.88. From 1956, this is an underrated issue. It's Mickey Mantle's second Sports Illustrated cover. And this copy sold ungraded on eBay as a newsstand for $125. We're taking it back to 1916. This is Baseball Magazine, and that's none other than the Georgia Peach Ty Cobb on the cover. You could have picked this up for 15 cents back in 1916, but today it's going to run you $537 on eBay. From 2011, this is Aaron Rodgers on the cover of Sports Illustrated. It's a nice CGC 9.8 copy. Not his first cover, but of course 9.8s always carry a premium. This one sold on eBay for $177.50. Pretty classic cover here from 1985. This is Inside Sports, and you got Patrick Ewing and you got Michael Jordan, a very young Michael Jordan. This is a CGC 8.5 copy, and it sold on eBay for $250. From 2023, this is Slam Presents Kicks. It's the greatest basketball sneakers of all time. You got Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. This is a gold medal variant, limited to only 94 printed copies. This one sold ungraded on eBay for $150. How about this early Tiger Woods cover from 1995? This is a Stanford men's golf program, sold ungraded on eBay for $115.75. From 1983, the Sporting News, it's an all-star special. From Ruth to Rod, you got Babe Ruth, you got Rod Carew. It's the 50th anniversary of the baseball all-star game. This one's been signed by Rod Carew, authenticated by JSA, sold on eBay for $85. From 1941, no idea what this is, but it looked cool, popped up on my search. It's Cuba Deportiva, which stands for Cuba Sports, and this one sold raw on eBay for $34.99. From 1963, one of the most coveted Sports Illustrated issues. That's the first SI cover for Muhammad Ali. This is a subscription copy, graded at CGC 7.0, and it sold on eBay for $271. From 1974, very nice Street and Smith's basketball cover here of Dr. J, Julius Erving, hooping in the ABA with the Nets. It's a CGC 8.0 copy, and it sold on eBay for $199. Slam is one of the most collectible sports publications besides Sports Illustrated, and this is the premiere issue, issue number 1 from 1994, featuring Grandmama Larry Johnson on the cover. It's a nice CGC 9.0 copy, and this one sold on eBay for $795. Pretty cool in here. This is actually a comic. It's from 1956. This is Treasure Chest, Volume 12, issue number 11. And that is Bill Russell on the cover in college playing with the San Francisco Dons. This is a CGC 5.0 qualified copy. It does say that a panel is missing from page 10. Nonetheless, this sold on eBay for $175. From 1970, this is the second Sports Illustrated cover for Hank Aaron. Technically, it's also the first Sports Illustrated cover for quite a few other Hall of Famers. This was when Hammer and Hank joined the 3000 Hit Club, which at that time was very exclusive with only Ty Cobb, Stan Musial, Eddie Collins, Tris Speaker, Paul Wayner, Honus Wagner, Nap Lajoie, and Cap Anson. I'm pretty sure the only player of those guys who had previously been on a Sports Illustrated cover was Stan Musial. So once again, technically you could say this is the first cover for all these other Hall of Famers. This is a CGC 7.0 copy and it sold on eBay for $107.55. From 1996, it's a Beckett tribute magazine. It's the Chicago Bulls commemorating their record-shattering 72 wins, which of course has since been eclipsed by the Warriors when they won 73. But this is a CGC 9.0 copy with Michael Jordan on the cover. I love the guy who's standing up right above Michael's bald head, both hands in the air, obviously super pumped about this dunk that's about to happen. This copy sold on eBay for $195. From 1998, I had definitely never seen this one before. This is SI for Kids Basketball Big Shots, and it's listed as a book, Sports Illustrated for Kids books, but it appeared to be in magazine form. So if it's within the dimensions, it could potentially be gradable. Anything with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant both on the cover is going to be super collectible. Not a lot of publications like that out there. And this sold ungraded on eBay for $100. From 2007, this is not actually a magazine, but I thought it looked pretty cool and it's going along with the magazine theme, so I included it on here. This is Roy Hobbs from The Natural, and this is actually a sports card. TriStar from 2007, but it's a sports card that is appearing as if it were a magazine cover. It's of course Life magazine, and it's got August 14th, 1939, 10 cents. Roy Hobbs, baseball's new Wonder Boy. I thought that was pretty cool. And this baseball card in the Fashion of Life magazine sold on eBay for $79.60. From 2022, Shohei Ohtani appeared on the cover of Time magazine. It's Showtime. This is CGC 9.2 copy, sold on eBay in auction for $274 with 21 bids. From 2003, how about Dime magazine, the basketball lifestyle magazine, and that is Kobe Bryant on the cover. This copy sold ungraded on eBay for $50. From 1991, Tough Stuff Junior. You got Wayne Gretzky on the cover playing for the LA Kings. It's a CGC 9.8 copy and it sold for $100 on eBay. Here's Inside Sports from 1992. You got Michael Jordan and Karl Malone. Malone says, "This is our year." MJ says, "Bull." This is a CGC 9.8 copy sold on eBay for $215. We're going to continue a little stretch here of some random Michael Jordan covers. This is Ebony magazine. 50 years as the #1 black magazine is what it says on the top. And that, of course, is Michael Jordan labeled as the greatest. It's a CGC 9.6 copy and it sold on eBay for $99.95. From 1996, it's the Sporting News. Mike the Magnificent. Can Jordan and the Bulls do it again? Yes, I believe that they did. And this CGC 9.6 copy sold on eBay for $124.95. And one more random Michael Jordan cover. How about from 1998? Our State Magazine, down home in North Carolina, celebrating 65 years of North Carolina travel, history, and culture. And they decided to grace the cover with this beautiful, iconic image from the 1982 NCAA title game when Michael Jordan hit the game-winning jumper with about 15 seconds left from the baseline. Pretty sweet looking cover, although it came, 16 years after the fact. This is a CGC 9.2 copy sold on eBay for $100. Love this as a Cardinals fan. How about my boy Frankie Frisch on the cover of Baseball Magazine in 1922? That's Hall of Famer Frankie Frisch to you. Known as the Old Flash, he's autographed this copy of Baseball Magazine with the inscription The Old Flash, and this sold raw on eBay for $90. From 1974, Track and Field News, and we got Pre on the cover, the summer of his discontent. Steve Prefontaine, legendary track runner, and this one sold ungraded on eBay for just south of $100. From 1956, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Hall of Famer Warren Spahn, one of the greatest left-handed pitchers of all time. It's a CGC 7.5 newsstand copy sold on eBay for $210. From 1993, this is Mickey Mantle on the cover of Legends Sports Memorabilia magazine. It's been autographed by Mickey Mantle. If I'm not mistaken, he died not too long after this, within a couple years. And this one's been autographed, authenticated by JSA, sold on eBay for $238.78. From 1996, Sports Illustrated for Kids, you've got Shaquille O'Neal on the cover, along with some kid. Kid reporter Amar Shah has a wild time with Shaquille O'Neal, hanging with Shaq. This is a CGC 9.6 copy, and it sold on eBay for $200. Throwing it back to 1922, Midweek Pictorial Magazine. That is the great Bambino Babe Ruth on the cover. This one sold ungraded on eBay for $450. Here's a random cover of soccer legend Diego Maradona. It's El Gráfico magazine back in 1982. Maradona did appear on one Sports Illustrated cover. I don't believe that was until 1986, so this one precedes that. This one sold ungraded on eBay for $44.99. From 1967, how about the Ring Magazine, classic boxing publication? You got three absolute legends here on this cover: Jack Dempsey, Joe Louis, and Cassius Clay, aka Muhammad Ali, the era builders, who is our next man of destiny. This is from 1967. This one sold raw on eBay for $26. 2024 PSA Magazine. Been putting out variant covers, and this is one right here. You got the Ant-Man, the Ascending Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. This particular variant cover was limited to $200. I like how they're actually putting variant cover there on the front just to make people more aware that this is a specifically collectible issue. I also like what they're doing up there in the top right, approved by the Collectors Club Authority, of course, making a play off of comics with this whole cover. And this one sold on eBay ungraded for $149. Man, who remembers East Bay Magazine? I was circling those pages all day for my Christmas list. This is from 2004. You got LeBron James on the cover. This copy sold on eBay ungraded for $50. From 1990, you got tennis legend Pete Sampras, and this is his first Sports Illustrated cover, A Star is Born. I think we've seen that headline before a few times. It's a CGC 8.0 copy, and it sold on eBay for $90.99. This is a subscription copy with the label very cleanly removed. From 1987, the Sporting News Pro Basketball Yearbook. Bird watching. Nice Larry Bird cover here. It's a CGC 9.4 copy. It says Boston's Larry Bird still is the hick from French Lick. This one sold on eBay for $149.95. Let's check out a couple cool Throwback Life magazine covers. Of course, currently these are too large to be graded by CGC. One day they'll be gradable by somebody. And this is from 1960. Thought it was a really cool looking cover. Kickoff by the Colts before a capacity house. You can see that it was a subscription copy with the label removed in the bottom left. But this one's been autographed by Pete Rozelle, former longtime NFL commissioner, and it sold raw on eBay for $99.99. And here's another Throwback Life cover, just showcasing that this magazine had some really great photography on the cover back in the day. This is from 1938, and this is Hall of Fame quarterback Sid Luckman. And this one looks like it may have been autographed as well. He's labeled as the best passer, and you could have picked it up for 10 cents back in the day, but as of now, it's going on eBay for $99.99. Jock magazine was a very short running publication that covered New York sports. I believe they only put out about 8 issues, but the covers were really, really cool. That includes this one. That's Willis Reed on the cover, dunking it on the top of the Empire State Building. This copy sold ungraded on eBay for $29.95. Inside gymnastics, we got a lot of variety here, folks. This is from 2015. That's gold medalist Allie Raisman on the cover. This one's been autographed by Allie, authenticated and slabbed by Beckett, sold on eBay for $99.99. Now, here's an interesting one. This is from 1971. This is a game program for an exhibition basketball game between the country of Australia and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. This is from November 29th, 1971. And what's very interesting about this is the varsity basketball debut for Hall of Famer Dave Winfield, baseball Hall of Famer Dave Winfield. If I'm not mistaken, Dave Winfield is the only professional athlete to be drafted in all three sports, football, basketball, and baseball. I actually didn't look that up before this video, but that's just off the top of my head. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. But nonetheless, this is a pretty random and pretty cool find here, and it sold on eBay for $30.80. From 2024, The New Yorker. Classic magazine, really nice looking cover here with Shohei Ohtani. It's a CGC 9.2 copy, sold on eBay for $150. From 2023, this is Victor Wembanyama on the cover of Slam magazine, his first pro cover, and it says, "Welcome to the Victor Wembanyama Experience." It's a CGC 9.4, sold on eBay for $117.50. How about some love for tennis legend Bjorn Borg? He was on the cover of Time magazine in 1980. This is a raw newsstand copy that sold on eBay for $79.99. And to wrap it up, we got Slam magazine from 2024. This is Luka Doncic on the cover. It's a gold medal variant, limited to only 94 copies, and this is a nice CGC 9.8, sold on eBay for $300. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe to this channel. I also appreciate likes and comments, and until the next video, we'll see you next time.